Hello friends, how you doing? Day 702. I am in the kitchen right now making some dinner. Oh my gosh. It smells so good right now. So I'm making some Indian cuisine tonight, and so that's one of my favorite because it's so flavorful. Because number one, it's healthy. It's natural spices, and it's so flavorful. So I'm really excited anytime I cook it. So let me bring it in to show you. There you go. Okay, so I got this wireless cookware. Okay, this is a wok. So I cut up some garlic, ginger, and onion. Okay, after that I added in some beets, and then some what do you call those? Cilantro stems. Okay, and so now I let it cook a little bit, dry, to allow some of the flavors to come out a little bit more. As you can see, it's starting to stick a little bit. So my next step is to add a little bit of liquid. Really, I want, if I had fresh tomatoes, I would put that in. I don't. So instead, I'm putting in canned tomatoes. Okay. So these are diced tomatoes. And so these will do perfectly in a jiff. So this will add some liquid, add some amazing flavor. Oh yeah. Come on now. One of the videos like really look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Ooh. How you doing? So good. Okay, so like seriously, if you were in my kitchen, oh, the flavors here is amazing. So the spices I put in were cumin, some gram masala, some turmeric, and I just want to put something else in there. Okay, anyway, what I'm going to do is cover this up and let this simmer for a little bit. Okay, and so with those ingredients, what I want to do is simmer together for a little bit, get the flavors to mix, and then I'm going to start putting in the vegetables. And so if you want to watch, by all means, if you're watching this later, just skip forward because right now I'm just gonna cut up some veggies. So what veggies do I put in? Let me show you. So I have my favorites, and that's the beautiful thing about cooking. You get to put whatever you want in it. And so red bell peppers, yum yum, so amazing. They're sweet. I got zucchini. Oh yeah, baby. I love zucchini. And one of my favorites, eggplant. Whoop, whoop. This is Chinese eggplant. And so, let's see here. So those, and I'm throwing some tofu. Okay, actually I should have did this first. Anyways, with tofu, what you want to do is you want to let the liquid out. And you want to press it and get as much liquid out as possible. But to be honest, I don't think it really matters as much, because I think my dish needs more liquid anyways. However, what I usually do is I open up the packet and empty the water, and then I put the tofu on a tilt so that it will, what do you call it? Dry out a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, so I usually, honestly, I try to cook everything all at once, because amazingly, most of the veggies actually cook roughly at the same speed. But I do tend to start with eggplant, because eggplant does take a little bit longer to cook. Because eggplant, you really want it to be cooked throughout the whole way. And you want it to be soft and mushy, because oh my gosh, that's how it should be done. I used to cut them into small pieces. Now, I actually like cutting into medium-sized chunks. I don't know. I find different cutting veggies in a different way gives me a different texture. And and certain foods actually like the texture matters in terms of how much I enjoy it. Okay. And as usual, whatever veggie scraps you have, just keep it, put it in a plastic bag, throw it in the freezer, because you could use it later to make veggie broth. So these are roughly the size of the eggplant that I'm cutting. Okay, so they're, you know, decent size, not huge, but not small for sure. And number one, it saves me time actually in cutting. I used to cut them in pretty small pieces, and it would take, you know, a lot of extra time basically. But now I leave them relatively decent sized chunks. It takes a bit long to cook. However, it makes the cooking process a lot simpler and a lot quicker. Ooh, I love eggplant. And seriously, I think eggplant is one of the veggies that actually soak up a lot of flavor really, really well. So with Indian cuisine, obviously there's lots of different flavors. Wooden spoon. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so here is the eggplant. I've cut up, right? So decent sized chunks. Okay. So here's the scraps. Just make sure you save them. Okay. And then, oh, look at that. Look at that, my friends. Woo. That's looking good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I added a little bit of sriracha powder. That's right. That's the last one. Because I want a little bit of a kick and a little bit of sweetness as well. Oh yeah, and whenever you smell, make sure you don't put your face over top of the things. Why? Because you might burn yourself. Instead, you want to waft it with your hand. Oh, look at that, my friends. Oh, looks so good. Right, so you want to waft it towards your nose, okay? So let's get the first chunks in there. Okay, so they start off big, as you can see. But as they cook, the chunks will actually be very, very small. And so right now, I'll let that go. And cook up some more. So Harry, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, baby. Oh, I love Indian cuisine, dude. My favorite. Flavorful. Natural flavors. And beautiful colors. Seriously, right now, my kitchen smells amazing. And it usually takes about an hour from start to finish. So it doesn't take too long. Mind you, I've done this enough times that it's just basically, okay, autopilot. Alright, more, what do we call it, eggplant. Again, it looks like a lot, but it's going to cook down to basically almost nothing. Another thing, I like putting potatoes in, so I usually give it a quick wash, quick scrub, because there is dirt, but I want to keep the skin on because there's lots of good nutrients in the skin. So just a really quick rub down, if you will, of the potatoes. Try to get the dirt off so I can, you know, eat dirt. It's not going to kill me, but I prefer not to eat dirt. And with potato chunks, I usually tend to keep them big. Part of the reason why is it melts quite a bit, meaning it gets really, really mushy. And I don't like that. And so I tend to like a decent size, right? As you can see. Alright, throw that in. Potatoes do take a while to cook, so it's always a good idea to get the potatoes in there ASAP. Yeah, so this is a big, yeah, you know, I'm gonna cut this one in half. This is a big chunk. Okay. Do I have one more? Oh, I do have one more. Haha. And so another thing is with the with having a potato or potatoes in it, they are complex carbs. So sometimes I opt to just eat the dish without rice or another carb. Right now, I'm thinking maybe having some spaghettini with it. Why? I haven't had spaghetti in a while and I like spaghetti, so. Let's see here. So again, I don't want to be opening up too much, but you know, I want to get the potatoes down there. At the same time, I want to check the fluid. How is the fluid? Okay. It's pretty dry, so what I'm going to do... okay, so I have a... right? So I cook a big batch of veggie broth on hand, so it's a lot of flavor. And again, when you're cooking something flavorful, you don't want to dilute the flavor too much. And so instead of adding water, I'm going to add the veggie broth. Mind you, I'll probably add a little bit of water anyways, because this is actually very flavorful. Oh my gosh. When I make veggie noodle soup with this, I don't know why it's so good. Oh. Okay. Okay, if some of you don't know, I love food, so I get a little happy sometimes. Oh man. But you know what? It's the little things in life, you know what I'm saying? That makes life exciting if you choose to. It's up to you. Hopefully you have things in your life that you are excited about, however big, however small. I tend to like the little things. Why? Because the big things don't happen on a regular basis, so it's nice to be happy, it's nice to be joyful, it's nice to vibrate at a higher frequency and energy, baby. Come on now. And I think a lot of it starts off with just your mindset, and I think a spirit of gratitude really, really helps. Alright, so I'm cutting up some zucchini. So zucchinis, definitely, they cook pretty quick actually. So I'm going to cut them up relatively big. And I'm going to leave a small chunk, maybe to make another dish of some sort. Sometimes I like to roast veggies. And my favorite ones to roast are zucchini, red pepper, and eggplant. Another thing is, when you fill the wok too much, as you can see here, right? It takes longer to cook. So I got to cook those puppies up, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. The tofu will be put in later. That doesn't take very long. Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. And so, in my freezer, there's always a bag of veggie scraps. Okay. Again, all it is the part of the vegetables that you don't use. Like, if you look here, right? Here's the beets, the part of the beet that I cut off, the onion skin, right? The ginger part. Oh. Garlic, the outside of the garlic. Gosh. This is the end of the eggplant and end of the zucchini. Right, so if you think about it, when I make my veggie broth, it is packed full of flavors, full of fiber, antioxidants, really, really good stuff. Why? Because that's what's already naturally in here. And if you freeze it right away, it will be able to, you'll have more nutrients, basically, because it doesn't lose it. Because once you open up a vegetable, it starts to lose some of its nutrients due to oxidation, due to just natural. Okay, so that's definitely what you want to do. Oh, you guys love ginger? I love ginger. It's so good. Can you smell that? Okay, so let me put this away. Actually, I have some broccoli as well. I you know what, screw it. I'm gonna add it because I like broccoli. But the broccoli I tend to like to save for my my veggie noodles. So what I'll do is probably use the stem, the stalk of the broccoli, and put it in here. Because it's usually bitter, more bitter. And yeah. Okay, look at that, huge. Okay, so cut off the end. Okay, and all right, and one extra piece. Okay, so a little bit of broccoli. And how I store the broccoli, if you can see here, I put it in a small dish, add a little bit of water, and then you want to cover it up with a plastic bag. What that does is it allows the broccoli to have some water to hydrate itself, and the bag prevents the broccoli from drying out in the fridge. What that does is it allows you to actually keep your veggies longer without them going bad. So I hate when things go to waste, and food waste is definitely something we don't need to do. As you can see, right, here's the stalk of the broccoli, which a lot of people don't like, maybe a little too bitter for some. Throw it in, cook it up. Good stuff. Yeah. And you know what? You can always eat some of it more. Yummy. So good. Okay, let's see what this puppy is. Alright. So it's boiling, which is a good thing. But like I said, it is really packed, so it just needs to cook some of the veggies down. There's enough liquid, so it's not going to burn. Yeah, so it's probably going to take about half an hour. I doubt I will have my live go the whole half an hour, but we'll see. So right now I'm cutting up some red peppers. I typically like them either thin, but I usually like thin strips in stir fries. But if it's in a dish like this, I'll probably cut it into squares. Yeah. Okay, so there's a few ways you can open up. I open up this way. I clear this puppy out, and so you know, you should always compost food scraps that you can't freeze, because I can't use the seeds really for my veggie broth. So gotta compost this puppy out. What's surprising is some places they don't do compost. I'm like, what? And I don't know, I always feel bad. Because again, we have so much waste in the world. Alright. So alright, let's see. So I'm going to cut up into roughly square pieces. So they're roughly about this size. And I think that's pretty good. It'll soak up the sauce pretty well. And the reason why I cut the red pepper last is I don't like them too mushy. Have you ever had mushy red bell peppers? It's not the greatest. So I tend to add them last. I like to have a little bit of crunch if I can. But if not, that's okay as well. Not a huge deal, but okay. We got should I cut another one? Yeah, I'll cut another one as well. Now that I look at these pieces, I'm thinking I might cut this one bigger. That one seems quite small. De-seeding the bell peppers. Again, I used to have a compost bin, but I just found that I didn't like using it. So I started just using brown paper bags or empty pizza boxes if I had pizza the night before, the week before. And I find it is very handy, very useful, and very easy to dump afterwards. Alright. Ah, crap. I didn't even listen to myself. Okay, I want to cut it a little bit bigger. Okay. That's a little bit bigger. Alright. So I think I've cut up all the ones. Okay, so now the tofu. Alright, oh, here it goes. It's coming, it's coming. Feels like it's gonna take a while though, to be honest. I'll bring you in, take a look at it in a second here. You guys see that? Beautiful, beautiful color. If you were here, oh my gosh, the flavor is amazing. And so I want to add a little bit more liquid, so I've got this can that I just had the tomatoes in, diced tomatoes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some water in here, swish it to make sure I get the maximum flavor. Okay, so my filter's in the other room, so whenever I cook, I like to use filtered water instead of tap water, for obvious reasons. It's much healthier for you, tastes way better. I have a amazing filter, so it makes a difference in the food you cook, my friend. I'll be right back. All right. Swish the water. Get that in. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, another thing I can do, I can thicken up the sauce. Should I thicken up the sauce? I think I will. You know what I need? I need a starch of some sort. And I'm thinking, I have something. Do I have? What I'm looking for, my friends, is cornstarch. I know I have some, I just don't know where I put it. So cornstarch thickens up any soup, any liquid, I should say. Well, the question is, where did I put it? Oh, yeah. Here? Nope. Cornstarch, where are you? I don't know. So all I'm doing is looking for cornstarch, people. I'll be back. Again, if you're watching the replay, you can fast forward this part, probably a good few minutes. Now, where's the cornstarch? Yeah. Yeah, I still can't find this cornstarch. Dang it. Where could it be? It's gotta be here somewhere. No. Okay, well, if I don't have corn... Oh, is it here? Nope. Not good. Not good. Okay. I don't know what happened to my cornstarch. It's in my kitchen somewhere. I just don't know where. Ooh, baby. Oh. Actually, I'd like to really find the cornstarch because I think a dish like this, thickened up, would be freaking amazing. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta find the cornstarch. What the funny thing is, the potatoes itself will actually thicken it up anyway, but the cornstarch allows you to have control over how thick you want it. Yeah. I got too much stuff, people. I got too much stuff. And then I don't know where I put it. In my kitchen somewhere. It has to be. Seriously. What? Not good. Oh yeah, so when I make food, so I like to garnish it with cilantro. As you can see, I did the same thing as the broccoli, put in some water, cover it with some plastic. This will allow it to last like 2 weeks. And so obviously I want my food as fresh as possible. Seriously. Why could I have put it? So just after like 10-15 minutes, that much extra water came out. I'm gonna let a little bit more water squeeze. So yeah, anyways, if you're joining me, the veggie just cooking. It's probably another 10-15 minutes to be honest. So there's not gonna be much to watch. So if you're watching this on replay, you can probably forward it. But I'll try to do a little commentary for anybody who is actually live. So let's see here. So the color of the actual dish itself is quite red, a beautiful red. And so for those, here's a fun fact. So for marketing, for food, red and yellow actually are supposed to help give you signs of hunger. So that's why certain companies like McDonald's, what have you, their logo or their design is red and yellow. It's designed to make you hungry, so you think of them. Interesting, isn't it? So it's cooking. Now, for me, it's more about, okay, so when do I throw in the red bell peppers and the broccoli? I'm thinking about 5 minutes. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna go with spaghettini. I think I got this, I don't know where I got this. No name brand. Spaghettini. I like spaghetti. Spaghettini is not bad. The difference is spaghettini is thinner, and therefore it only takes literally 5 minutes to cook. Spaghetti takes about 10 minutes, so either way, not a long time, but you know, when you're hungry, 5 minutes is 5 minutes. Okay, let's bring it in. Actually, no, nobody's live, so no need to bring it in. I don't want to open it too much because it'll allow the heat to escape. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start putting some of my stuff away. This food does not need to be washed while it cooks. Cumin, okay, stuff ready there. Remember to recycle. Okay. Yeah. Pot to cook spaghetti. Oh, seriously, my friends, I cannot believe how flavorful this is. That's why I love Indian food. Oh, so good. Man, it's so versatile. I put a ton of veggies in. I know at the restaurant they barely put anything in, but I'm at home, so yay me. I get to throw in whatever I like. Whatever I like. Whatever I like. Got a couple more scraps. So now I got a little bit of broccoli flavor and red bell pepper flavor. Nice, you can see. Nice mix of frozen veggie scraps to be used to make veggie broth. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, baby. Whoa. Okay. So you can see here, this eggplant has been overcooked. Hence, that's why you gotta stir it up sometimes, because the things at the bottom will be overcooked and not good. Okay. I think it's a good time to throw in the bell peppers and the broccoli. And the last thing I need to add is my protein. That's right. The tofu. Alright. How big do I want them? I want them medium size. Boom. Boom. And boom. These are the... So here are the chunks, size that I cut them up. So that's what it started as. That's what I cut them up as. Obviously you can cut them as big or as small as you like. Alright, throw this in there. Because the sooner I put it in there, the more it'll absorb the flavors. However, if I move it around too much with the tofu, it'll break the tofu up. So it's a delicate balance. When I put it in too early, it's not a good thing. You know what? If you don't cook regularly, I'd encourage you get started. You're probably going to suck the first number of times you try. Most likely. I definitely did. But the more you do it, eventually you'll be able to perfect or create the recipe that you want and with the flavors. I can't believe some of the food I make. I'm just like, honestly, a lot of times I'd rather eat the food I make than go to the restaurant. Don't get me wrong, I like treating myself out, but a lot of times the food, a lot of times it's too sweet for me, to be honest. Restaurants, they add, extra flavors like sugar or what have you. I prefer to eat pretty natural. If possible, I don't want extra things added, but I get it. At a restaurant, you gotta make it flavorful, so people will come back again and again. Oh, okay. Alright. Next step, get some water to cook the spaghetti. And another thing, when you make pasta of any sort, you can actually save the water, the pasta water, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it in here, which again, because it has pasta in it, it's going to thicken the sauce a little bit more. So, just something for you to think about. Oh. I'll bring you guys in a second here. Just gotta stir this up a little bit. Woo. Baby. Looking good. Okay, let's take a look. Look at that. Okay, see how full that is? Hence, gotta keep it covered. Alright, let's get the water boiling. At least start it anyways. So I can cook up some spaghettini. Meanwhile, clean up the area a little bit. Clean as you go, my friends, clean as you go. That way it'll simplify things. Alright. So, I'm gonna get some cilantro. I'm gonna use it as a garnish in a little bit. I love cilantro. It's such a beautiful flavor. Some people, they don't like it. Some people think it tastes like soap. When I first heard that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Then after a while, one time I'm like, oh, it actually does kind of. So I can understand that. Obviously, nobody wants to eat soap, but I don't relate to cilantro that way. So, cheers. I still like it. Ooh. Another thing. I just got this. This is just egg. So this is obviously egg substitute. Made out of water, mung bean protein, and some other stuff. And so I want to actually try this soon. So maybe I'll do another live. Try this puppy out. Never cooked with it before, but I see a lot of people like it, so. And you know what? I love having friends over to share some food. Why? Why not? We have to eat anyways, and food brings people together. So, I do have a friend coming over right now. We have a meeting later on in Surrey, so that's another reason why I cook. I always cook big batches. Why? Because I'm single, and whatever I don't eat, I can eat it for the next couple of days. Saves time, energy, money, resources, everything. So, just in case you didn't know, I don't like waste. So I try to do what I can to be able to decrease waste wherever possible, whenever possible. Yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, it's got a little bit of kick to it. Hopefully my friend can handle it. Forgot about that crap. Yeah, oh well, we'll see. Can't do anything about it now. Oh. I bought some organic bananas. Guess where I got it from? Whole Foods by Brentwood. And so these are 99 cents per pound, organic, fair trade certified. So obviously that means, you know, it's the people who are actually working there are paid fairly, basically, is what fair trade is. And this is cheaper than where I usually get it, which is at Safeway by my place. It's $1.19 at my place. And so I've learned, since I'm in the the Brentwood area at times, I might as well go get this. Love it. And I'm waiting for the bananas to really, really ripen so that I can use them to make protein balls. And so these are my protein balls. This is essentially my breakfast every morning. Wake up, after I do my fasting, have one of these, get my digestive system going, have an energy drink, some vitamins, get the day going strong. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so this is cooking. So really all I'm doing is I'm waiting for this to cook a little bit more. It's probably another 10 minutes to be honest. I'm heating up my water so that I can cook up my spaghettini, which I'm going to eat with it. Again, you can have any carbs with it. Actually, I usually have rice with Indian food, but I like to switch things up as well. So try different things. So different carbs. Spaghetti obviously is different. They're complex carbs either way. I like rice. But I figured I'd try something different. And another reason why I like rice is because when there's sauce, you put it in the rice and it soaks up really well. With spaghetti, it doesn't soak up as well, but it still goes. So right now we're just waiting. So again, if you're watching the replay, probably another few minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, nothing glamorous, but looking forward to when it's finished. And of course, you want to plate food well. So one of the things is you want to be able to, if you can, you want to have your plate heated a little bit. Why? Because when you have hot food in a cold plate, it cools the food down really, really quick, and so which is not what you want. So if you can, you want to warm it up a little bit. Again, not hot, just warm, so that you don't burn yourself. Number one, and number two, it allows to keep the food warm as you eat. That's something that my brother taught me. What the restaurants do. And it makes sense. I never thought about that before. When I cook, I just cook, throw it in my dish, eat. But I eat pretty quick, so I ralph it down pretty quick, so it doesn't stay too long on my plate. But for those of you who are maybe a little bit slower eaters, that's a trick you can do. Okay? So right now I'm just throwing on top of here. Heat is emanating from it, so it will be heating it up a little bit. And then waiting for the water to boil out for spaghetti. So anyways, if you're here, love to hear what are some of your favorite recipes. You go to simple ones you've done for years, but it's your favorite, it's simple, and every time you make it, people like. So this is really simple. Again, once you start to learn the different spices they can actually use for Indian cuisine, oh my gosh, it is so simple, and you can actually mix it up. So, but you know, the foundation of Indian cuisine, basically every dish, this the trilogy: garlic, ginger, tomatoes. Is it? No, onions. Garlic, onion, tomato. Sorry, garlic, onion, tomato. Yeah. I think. Is ginger one of them? Crap. Anyways, I like ginger, so I add ginger. But yeah, I think the trilogy for every Indian cuisine is garlic, onion, tomato. Started to bug me. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, you start with those three, throw in some spices, cook them up a little bit, and then you add the water. You're good to go. Add your veggies. Add your protein. Tofu, I like. Green peas are a great protein as well. Actually, I was thinking about using one of these. This is Delisio plant-based pork. Never used it. I have another one. Same thing, but plant-based chicken. And I need to cook this up soon. What's it made of? Wheat protein, pea protein, mung bean protein, bamboo fiber, some yeast, dried garlic, dried onion, spice extract, vitamin B12. Oh, some pretty good stuff. Hopefully it tastes decent. Oh, when you hear the lids go like that, that means it's getting to the perfect temperature. I don't have any salt. Usually you're supposed to put some salt into the water when you're cooking pasta. Yeah, there's no need to lift it. Just gonna wait till the water is boiled. Let's see. Your friend is almost here. Funny thing was, I was actually planning on doing a different live for today. But when I started cooking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got so excited. So I figured, okay, let's do this today. And then I'll share what I had in my mind tomorrow. Alright, getting close. Getting close. Alright, cooking this much for 2 people. This should be enough. I eat quite a bit, but we'll see. So, this cooks pretty quickly because it's thinner than spaghetti. And that's one of the reasons why I like spaghettini. Look at that. It melts pretty quickly. And it only takes about 5 minutes, so it's pretty quick, which I appreciate. So yes, my friends, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hey, hi. Welcome. Guess what my life is today?
Cooking dinner.
Yes. So I'm making some spaghetti with.
Smells really good.
I know. It's so good. I just hope I forgot you can't really eat spicy much, so there's a little bit of sriracha in there, but we'll see. It shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. Alright. Oh, there goes the spaghetti, okay. It's soft enough that I can push in the rest. Oh, and when you're cooking spaghetti, folks, do not overcook it, because overcooked spaghetti is not the greatest. You still want to cook it basically called al dente. So there's a little bit of crunch still, because if it's way too soft, I don't know, for me it's just mushy and it's just not the same experience. When I was younger, my mom would overcook the heck out of every pasta, but I didn't know as a kid. And then when somebody made pasta the quote unquote right way, I was like, wow, this tastes amazing. And so I've done that ever since. Anyways, almost done. Alright, so this dish is warm-ish. Oh, baby. Yes. 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 Come on now. Okay. I don't have cheese. I think I finished all my vegan cheese the other day as well. Alright, so cook about 50 minutes. Go a couple more. So, oh, when I plate this, can you? No, like be the camera person. But 2 minutes.
Okay.
We're almost there, my friends. We're almost there. But oh my gosh, this is so good. I opened it up.
Smells good.
The flavor just bursts out of it. So what things give you joy, my friends? Hey, Juan, how are you? Wish you were here. I can cook for you. Hey, 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 hey. All right, let's see here. Okay, so the pasta's almost done. Do you want pork? Pork?
Okay. Or pasta, if it works.
Oh, what do you prefer?
Yeah, pork's fine.
Okay, pork is good. Okay, so the pasta is almost done. Do you like yours hard at all?
What?
The pasta?
Yeah, it's
Or do you
fine.
want it soft?
No, no. Hard.
Okay.
It's okay, right?
Yeah, see? It's a little bit hard, so it's going to be al dente by the time.
You strain it and everything.
No strain. That's what I throw it in. Because I can use the pasta water. Throw it over here.
Oh. Okay. Your
What?
tongs?
And actually, I can throw some of the water in now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that, folks. Pasta water, boom, right into it. Okay. All right, let's plate this. Okay. All right, so we got the pasta. Okay, so here's the spaghettini. Okay. And so I'm just going to use a fork.
Do you need to be in it?
No, you bring it into the food. Frame the food. The food is important. Now. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look nice?
Okay.
Is that enough?
Yeah,
Or one more.
a little bit more, maybe. But that should
Is
be
that enough?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
I got more if you want. I got
Yeah.
lots. Okay, and then
Good not to overeat.
yeah. Portion control is good at the beginning. If you want more, you can always have more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, so let's bring it over here. So look at this, my friends. Beautiful, rich, red, dark red flavor. Okay. So we're gonna put the veggies on top. Mmm.
That looks good.
Smells amazing. Okay. And then we'll get some of the water in there. My ladle is no longer usable, so I'm just going to
Why is your ladle not? How about that one?
this.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work at that.
Kind of.
Kind of.
It kind of works. See? Say hi.
Takes a while though. Do you like a lot of sauce?
That's fine.
Sometimes I barely anything.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll throw some in.
That's fine. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cilantro.
Okay, my friends. So that is spaghetti with, I don't know what the thing is, a veggie, Indian veggie. Bon appetit. All right, this is for my friend. So I'm gonna make my own. But anyways, actually, you know what? Why don't you try and let people know what you think?
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the. Yeah. So she's gonna try it. I'm not gonna put it on a video, but see if she likes it. How's the first bite?
It smells so good though. It smells good. It smells good.
I'm looking forward to trying this. Okay. Anyways, friends. Hopefully you've been upping your culinary skills during this pandemic. I know I definitely have. But it's time to have some food. Oh, have an amazing night. See you soon.